Hello everybody! I did that rare thing of logging into my YouTube account and then looking at how many subscribers I got, and it turns out I've just about ticked over 300 subscribers, and I feel really guilty because people are still slowly subscribing to me and I don't make anything. So I'm gonna make up for that in the tiniest way I can by making a video of the first topic that comes into my head, which is the Netherlands. So I'm actually in the Netherlands for work right now, and they sent me out here for a whole month, and I'm about 3 weeks of the way into it, so I thought this would be the perfect time to just put all my thoughts about this country on camera. I do just quickly have to mention, I'm a complete Netherlands noob, so I'm just going to do this from the perspective of somebody who knows absolutely nothing. And do not underestimate me. I did know nothing about this country. So, things I've noticed about the Netherlands. The first thing that struck me was the infrastructure for, like, bikes specifically throughout the whole of the country. But here there's bike lanes everywhere. They're not even bike lanes, like it's just a road for bikes, and at roundabouts they have like a bike lane. On every roundabout I've seen they've had a bike lane, and cars have to give way to bikes. But it's really good, it seems to work, and also everyone cycles, and I'm the only one walking, so everyone stares at me as they ride past on their bike because it's such a rare sight to see someone walking. Everyone cycles everywhere. Another thing that struck me about this country was the houses and just the general architecture. Everything just looks so pretty. At one point I was saying, like, I was walking past this estate, what I imagine would be the equivalent of like a council estate, but you know in England how some council estates look so bad and run down and grey, miserable and dirty? This one just, like, everyone had a nice balcony and it was like wood lined with plants, and it just looked, and massive windows, and just everything looks really nice. I've literally only seen maybe one building that didn't look very nice. Also, my friend Aubrey loves the Netherlands for some reason, and he keeps giving me these facts like, did you know that Dutch people don't have curtains because they love looking out on all the nice things that they have? And I don't think that's true, but I can see how it can be true because everything just looks so pretty. Right, so there's this shop called Albert Heijn, which is like the equivalent of, I don't know, Tesco's, and in every single one I've seen there's just like a state-of-the-art coffee machine. All the words were in Dutch, so I couldn't quite understand, but I didn't see a price anywhere, so I was assuming you can just have an espresso as you walk around shopping. And yes, one of the most noticeable things about coming here is that everything seems to be a lot cheaper, even though Dutch taxes are very high. I don't know if it applies to like actual things you can buy, but just like basically everything is in the same price as in Britain, but with just a euro sign in front of it, so really everything's about like 75% of the price here, and they have so much choice as well. Yeah, I'm just astounded by the choice that I have in front of me and just how I want to buy everything, because everything's just that bit cheaper. Anyone that's done any travelling in Britain knows the voice of the Mind the Gap guy, but here there is no Mind the Gap. In fact, there is no gap, because when the trains stop they have this like platform that comes out at the bottom just to hide the gap. Hence no need for minding the gap. It's just so clever. Why didn't we think of this? Why don't we have a transport system which is built with enough foreplanning that you don't have different gaps between the platforms and the trains? It probably helps that it's really flat over here. It's so flat. I've never been able to see so far into the distance before. It's like having like the maximum draw distance in Minecraft. It's amazing. Another thing I've noticed is that I haven't come across many banks. Here I've only come across like one or two, and one on a high street if you're lucky. So yeah, that's weird. I don't know where the Dutch people keep all of their money. And the last thing I've noticed, which is, I've not kept the best till last, so don't hold your breath, is that there's no sort of off licenses or newsagents, because I found myself just wanting to buy like a bottle of water, and there's no sort of small shops that just sell, like, you know, stacks and water and drinks and newspapers and stuff. They're really hard to come by, and I had to, like, the only place apparently that sells these is the big like supermarkets, but the big supermarkets are always slightly out of the way, so you have to like walk quite far to get one bottle of water. And yeah, that's why I thought that was strange. And despite what stereotypes you might have heard, I haven't seen many clogs. I've seen lots of flowers, but not many of them have been tulips. I have seen lots of dikes, however. And I've only seen one windmill. It was a beautiful windmill, granted, but I've only seen one. And I've done a lot of travelling when I've been here. So yeah, those are the things I've noticed about Holland. Other than that, it's a really nice country, and I actually want to kind of like live here for a year and work for a year if I can. Yeah, so thanks for subscribing. I don't know why you're doing this. Yeah, so this is my update. See you soon. Well, it's